Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Are they chirping or have they already got the hell on because it's starting to get too damn cold? Girl, I'm just wondering if they're going to another area at this particular time. But good morning everybody. Jamie, that's me here. We are back for another updated video regarding Kiki Palmer and the situation dealing with her baby daddy, Mr. Darius Jackson. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick recap and things, and we're going to get into some court docs and all of that. So just get cute, sit tight. You feel what I'm saying? And we are going to get into a few things. So give me 1 second here. I'm always having to do something before we get started. Thank you guys for bearing with me on that. Okay. All right. Okay. Bet. So for people that may have been anywhere under a rock, Kiki Palmer, it was announced yesterday evening, that she was seeking full custody of their son. Okay. A lot of people started to question exactly why this was happening. Maybe they broke up and now she's getting, full custody of her kids. So therefore, he can't get any access, right? I'm not going to say any access, but he wouldn't be the one that would have custody of the child and then she got to pay him child support or anything like that, right? Okay, boom. So probably an hour or 2 hours later, we ended up learning that she actually filed a restraining order against him as well. So that's when things started to come together and people started to realize, like, oh, that's why she wants full custody of her child. Well, America wonders what exactly happened for this situation to go down the way that it did. Okay. So with that, we learned quite a few details, about what had been going on with Kiki's relationship. And she admits to the courts that she has been mentally and physically abused by this man on more than one occasion. Although the image that has been put out has appeared to be much different, Miss Kiki Palmer has apparently been suffering behind the scenes. Okay. So that's when we learned about an incident that took place in February and all of that, right? Well, as this began to go viral, child, that's when the boyfriend did not come out and say anything aside from the fact that he loves his son and he'll see him soon. That's about all that he said. Now, as social media began to give him his lashings, his brother decided to come to the front and say that the most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person he has ever encountered in his entire life. Okay, he says abuses almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow. So damn sad. Okay, so that is what Soronis Jackson felt that he would come to the front and say. Myself assumed that he was speaking on his brother because everything that he's describing definitely sounds like his brother. And social media, there were quite a few people that believed that he was talking about Kiki. And I really wasn't too sure about that because I'm like, she hasn't even displayed that type of behavior for us to believe that he talked about Kiki child. But either way, well, Kiki mama must have felt like he was talking about her daughter, because that's when Kiki's mom came to the front and she had to cuss him the hell out, okay, and call some things out. And she let us know more details, okay? So it seems like more things are coming out about this story with Miss Kiki Palmer as the days go on. Okay, now as you guys are coming into the video, I do see we have over 165 people in the chat, so shout out to you guys for being here. You could be anywhere, but you're here with me. Make sure that when you're coming into the video, you are showing support by going ahead and hitting that like button. If you're not already subscribed, you're very welcome to do so. Hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you over here on the channel. Okay. Now I'm about to go ahead and just play this clip for the people that may have missed it, because believe it or not, even though it seems like a lot of people are talking about it, a lot of people waking up and don't know what the hell going on because they could have detached themselves from social media last night. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just get into what the mom had to say real quickly.
Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter, the ridiculous stuff that he's posting when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest fuckboy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a fuckboy and you're a part of the problem. Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22.
All right, so y'all just pretty much heard Kiki Palmer's mom go off on Sharonis Jackson, and it really sounded like these were things that she had been holding in for a very long time, that she had been wanting to let him know. Okay, so she been wanting to get the hell off her chest. Well, once Sharonis saw that, he decided that he was going to add some more of his 2 cents in and respond back to Kiki's mom. So he says, quote me. Okay, y'all make sure y'all quote him now. He says, I never once said that to Sharon, not once in my life. I have never been abusive to any of the women I've ever been involved with. I'm not going to keep on with this circus. But Sharon, the world will hear your voice soon, very soon, and the threats you made to my family. Be well, everyone. I know it's easy to get caught up in this, but make no mistake that all of this is very sad. I agree. It's very sad for baby Leo with everything that his parents is going through, especially his mom. But if you're going to be out of the circus, be out of the circus, or go ahead and just drop the audio or whatever it is that you say that you have. We have time today. Okay, as more details are rolling out, it seems like about an hour. We have time today, so you're welcome to go ahead and drop what you feel that you have. Are a lot of people going to care? No. After we saw some of the things that we saw in the video, I'm sorry, not the video, but the screenshots of your brother assaulting this girl, we don't give a damn what the mama said or what threat she made. Honestly, we feel like, they're justified, but we'll get more details. Okay, we'll get more details as they progress in court. Thank you so much, April Glow, for the super chat. I think Kiki mama know he was talking about Darius. She was saying, don't come out like you're the good brother when you're abusive. Oh, I love this point. Thank you, April. Thank you, April, for the super chat, and thank you for this comment, because I kind of thought that last night a bit myself. So he very well could have been talking about his brother, but don't be trying to act all innocent now when this is something I told you a year ago. Come on. Thank you so much for this comment and super chat. Yes. I told you this a year ago and you failed to do anything about it. And then now you want to sit up here and label your brother as vile and abusive and all of this other stuff. That's a great point. She probably knows exactly who he's talking about. Okay. So as of now, what is being reported, shout out to Radar Online. I told y'all they was going to be coming with it shortly after. Okay. I told y'all they were going to be coming with it, and they did. So they're letting us know that the restraining order and things have indeed been granted. They're saying that Kiki Palmer's ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson, has been ordered to stay 100 yards away from her and their child. Now, they're also going on to say that a judge granted Palmer's a motion for a temporary restraining order. In addition, Palmer will have sole custody of their child until further notice. The order said Jackson is not allowed visitation with his son for the time being. Okay. And the judge did set a hearing for December to determine whether or not that restraining order will be permanent or whatnot. Now, when I first hear about the restraining orders and the fact that it has to go through a process when a person's life is in danger, it really irks and irritates the hell out of me, honestly, because I'm like, y'all need to move a bit faster. Like, what the hell is y'all doing? Y'all need to move faster. Right. But I now, as I'm reading it, I'm like, okay, maybe they need to get through all of the details to really see what's really going on, so they can see exactly, how they need to apply the restraining order or the parameters or whatever. But I mean, I just still feel like it shouldn't take that long. But either way, we'll see how this is going to play out. Okay. Now I was able to get my hands, hello, on some court documents that are even more detailed than some of the things that the people are putting out there. So I am going to go ahead and get that up for you guys so that we can get into um the details of these things, okay? So give me 1 second while I pull that up. Okay. I am seeing on Jami That's Me, we have 269 people watching, but only 84 likes. Could we possibly get to 100 likes? That would be great if we could do that. Let's see here. Apparently it is. It's really hard to get a RO. Girl, that's exactly what is giving very hard to get one. It shouldn't be that hard when a person has come to you and provided you with some evidence. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it really shouldn't take that long. Yes, this is true as well, Claire. I did see that as well, where he was ordered to turn over that handgun. Give me 1 second to see if I can get that for y'all too. As you guys are liking up the video, because I did come across that this morning as well. Yes, they are saying Kiki Palmer's ex-boyfriend ordered to turn over his handgun to the police after actress accuses him of abuse, and he must turn that over immediately. He actually has to turn over all weapons that he has in his possession to the police. And the way that this man has acted, I believe that he has probably a few items in my personal. Okay. But gonna turn those over, baby. And then you better hope that you ain't turning yourself over in just a second. But we're gonna go ahead and get into um the details here. Okay. Whew. I'm just gonna be like trigger warning for anyone that may have suffered. Trigger warning, letting you guys know in case you want to go ahead and opt out and hop out. Okay, so let's get into some things here. So we're gonna read majority of this. Okay, it says, "I am the petitioner in the within matter. I have personal knowledge of the facts stated herein, and if called upon, I could and would testify completely." Okay, this is where Keke submitted the declaration in support of her request for DV restraining order. All right, the respondent in this case is Darius Jackson. Okay, so Darius Jackson and her, reading this Keke, she says, Darius Jackson and I were previously in a dating relationship which started in June of 2021 and finally ended for good in or around early October. Okay, in or around early October of this year, primarily due to the physical and emotional abuse inflicted on me by Darius throughout our relationship, which is detailed further in, okay, and will be further testified at the time of the trial. All right. She's applying pressure and I'm here for it. She says, we are the parents of an 8-month-old baby boy, Lee Otis Jackson, born February 25th, 2023. That is insane because the last incident that happened that Keke is going to reference in here, I'm not going to say the last incident, but one of the incidences that took place was in February of 2022, February 13th, 2022. And then, like, roughly a year later, she ends up giving birth. Child to this man, child, girl, it's giving definitely trapped, as I have told you guys. But we are going to continue to read on. All right. She goes on to say, it is because of our son, Leo, that I was finally able to end my relationship with Darius once and for all and escape the abuse. Leo is the most important thing in the entire world to me. He needs and deserves to be safe and grow up in an environment free from violence. Okay. Now, the most recent abuse claim that she goes into is on Sunday, November 5th. She says, Darius trespassed into my home. physically attacked me, knocked me over my couch, and pinned me down and stole my phone after I threatened to call the police. This was all caught on home surveillance video. All right. Unfortunately, ending my relationship with Darius has not ended his abuse. Baby, talk about a person that think that they own you and they control you. Girl, what? Let's keep going. She done ended the relationship and you think you still got access to barge your ass over there into this lady house and harm her in front of y'all child. But you want to get your ass on social media talking about something. I love you, son. Okay. Hold it down. P.O.P. No, baby. Let's keep going. She says, unfortunately, ending my relationship with Darius has not ended his abuse. If anything, he is even more unhinged, volatile, and dangerous to both me and our son. This past Sunday, November 5th, she says Darius trespassed into my home uninvited without my knowledge or consent and physically attacked me. And this was shortly before 11 a.m. I was in my home talking on the phone with my mother when I was startled to suddenly see Darius burst through my bedroom door. We do not live together, and I did not invite him into my home. My question is this: how the hell? So did he bust down the first door? Maybe somebody else was at the house and they let him in when he knocked on the door and she didn't know that he was there. I'm wondering if maybe her sister was there or something. Because I'm like, sir, I know you did not bust through the main door of this girl home. And I don't know. I don't know if he did or didn't. I'm just saying, I know you did not bust through the main door of this girl's home and then make your way to her bedroom. Somebody must have just opened the door for him, let him in or something. Either way, it's out of line because she never invited you to come over to her house. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to kind of like pop up on a person, but then it's a whole nother thing when you just forcefully enter. Like, are you okay? Thank you so much, CCB, for the super chat. I can only imagine what happened after the Usher concert and internet dragging him. I'm thinking the same exact thing. Same exact thing. I really feel like she probably didn't even go around him and had him blocked. But who knows? Because I also think that he hasn't gotten over that. Whatever that was, yeah, I can only imagine too. I don't think he's over what happened. And I definitely believe that the lashings he got from social media, he would take out on her. You feel what I'm saying? He's just I can't. Thank you so much, Brittany, for the super chat. Yes, Jamie, I said a while ago he trapped her. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, Brittany. All right. Let's get into more. So again, shortly before 11 a.m., I was in my home talking on the phone with my mother when I was startled to suddenly see Darius burst through my bedroom door. We do not live together, and I did not invite him into my home. When he entered my bedroom, he was filming me with his iPhone and said, I heard all I needed to hear. Wait. So you came into this girl's house, stood outside her door, probably listening to her talk to her mama, possibly about you or not. And then you over there filming her, telling some, I heard all I needed to hear. So is this what your brother was referencing when he said that people were going to hear your mama's voice soon? They're going to hear her soon, threatening your family and all this and that? Is that what you talking about, young man, Mr. Ron J, Mr. Cerrone? Since you want to come to the front, baby, and have a seat because we have questions that need answers. Because again, if he bust into that, if this is what you're referencing, and he bust into that girl's home, the mama had every right to threaten his ass because he should have never been over there to begin with. Hello, which also makes me question if he's talking about he heard all he needed to hear. And it's referring to whatever the mom could have possibly said in that moment. I don't know what he was referencing, but if it was about the mom and she was talking about him and she's talking to her daughter, did something else transpire before November 5th, which resulted in him coming to the house and barging in the way that he did, a home that he does not own, doesn't even live in? So what's really been going on prior to just that, leading up to November 5th? Girl, we're going to get into more though. I'm just breaking this down for myself as I'm trying to, think through these documents and stuff and what's being reported in her statement. All right. She says, when he entered my bedroom, he was filming me with his iPhone And she goes on to say that he stated, I heard all I needed to hear. All right. He demanded to see Leo. I asked him to leave. He acted as though he was leaving, so I followed him downstairs to ensure that was occurring. However, instead of leaving, Darius sat down in a chair in my living room. After I continued trying to convince him to leave, I moved around behind the couch to put some distance, okay? She goes on to say she was trying to put some distance between them with the furniture. That's why she got behind the furniture, trying to create that distance. As I was barely dressed and afraid of him, clearly we saw some of the photos yesterday to tell that she was barely dressed because they had to block out certain parts of her body. So it looks like she just had her long t-shirt on at the time. Okay. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. I was like, what? I was reading some in the comments. Sorry about that. All right, so let's keep going. Darius kept repeating that he was there to take Leo, an 8-month-old baby who is being breastfed, to watch a football game. That's why he was taking the baby. Okay. I explained that I did not agree that Leo should go to a football game, that we had no confirmed agreement and plans that he do so, right? So they didn't agree on this. You shouldn't take my baby nowhere because we didn't have a conversation prior. You don't bust into my house, harass me or whatever, and think you're finna snatch my child and just take him to a game, especially if we ain't even talk about it unannounced and all. Absolutely not. That's not how that works. So let's keep going. All right. She says, I explained that I did not agree that Leo should go to a football game and that we had no confirmed agreement or plans that he could do so, and that Leo was not even at home. My sister L'Oreal had taken him to her former husband Frank's house to spend time with the family. I asked Darius to leave again. Okay. My mother was telling him through the phone that he was trespassing. See, so now I'm starting to think that what I was thinking already when, his brother was like, oh, they gonna hear you soon. You over there recording this girl and all of that. I heard all I need to hear. The mama must have said something about him. And she ready for y'all, period. The way she came on that video last night, she's ready for y'all. So it really don't even matter because, the last straw has been pulled. All right. Now, let's see what else they're saying. I asked Darius to leave again. My mother was telling him through the phone that he was trespassing. And I told him again that if he did not leave, I was going to call the police. I tried to remain calm, but as I was again asking him to leave, he stood up from the chair, walked towards me, and made sure there was no furniture between us. He was yelling, leaning into me, getting into my face. Okay. Getting into my face. At that point, he lunged at me, grabbing at my neck and face. Whoa. Knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and then ran out of the house. Wow. Again, this was all captured by my home security camera, which will be played for the court at the time of the hearing. Okay. There is more. There is more. Okay. He has a deflated ego, no job. So him wanting to take the baby is his way of thinking he has control over something when he don't. He definitely thought that he had some control, baby, over something that his ass don't. Girl, I can't take it. But we're gonna get into more because there is indeed more. Make sure you guys are supporting the channel. And we do have over 578 people in the chat. Okay. So be sure to support the channel. All right. Let's get into more details. Like, this is some crazy shit. It's sad. It's sad. Let's see. True and correct copies of screenshots from this video of him knocking me over and stealing my phone before running out of the house are attached, okay, and marked below in these records. Okay. Now they're saying after Darius ran out of my house, at least this is what Keke is saying. After Darius ran out of my house, he hurried into his car and attempted to drive away. I had blocked his exit with the recycling and garbage cans to keep him from driving away with my phone, and he nearly hit me with his car. Y'all can add theft, please. If he still has this girl's phone, we're gonna get into more. I don't know what happened with the phone, but if he got it, y'all can add theft of property, please. Yes, theft of property. Thank you so much. But let's get into more because I don't know if he could have gave it back, if he stops, or what happened. So they go on to say it was only when my sister came out and there was another witness. So her sister was at the house, which is what I want to think that the sister, one of the sisters may have like whoever was at the house could have possibly opened the door for him. Probably thinking maybe Kiki called him over or something, open the door for him. I don't know. I want to know, like, was he beating on the door or did he just knock? You let him in? How the hell was he? Or did he bust in the house? Because just because you there don't mean that you open the door for him. Because I'm sure Kiki probably said don't open the door. So he could have just bust through both doors. You feel me? But let's go ahead and keep going. All right. Whew. It was only when my sister came out and there was another witness that Darius indicated he had thrown. Let's go back. Yeah. I had blocked his exit with the recycling and garbage cans to keep him from driving away with my phone, and he nearly hit me with his car. It was only when my sister came out and there was another witness that Darius indicated he had thrown my phone into the bushes further back in the cul-de-sac and got out of the car to retrieve my phone. Okay, so I guess he got out the car, got the phone. So he took the phone, but he didn't really take it. He just took it and threw it. This was also captured on the exterior security cameras at my home and will be played for the court at the time of trial. Now, both my mother, Sharon Palmer, and my sister, Laurencia Palmer, who was upstairs in my home and came running down to help me. So her mama was there. So she was on the phone with her mama and her mama was there. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay. And came running down to help me after she heard me screaming. Can provide corroborating testimony as to this event. Okay. The police were called and arrived before Darius left. Okay, so before Darius, okay. They did they arrive before he left? Were they able to interview? Clearly they were. Let's keep going. After interviewing me, my sister, and Darius, they made him leave and warned him not to come back. They also encouraged me to file a domestic violence restraining order. I have requested a copy of the full police report, but do not have it as of the time of this filing. Okay. A true and correct copy of the police report will be provided to the court at the time of the trial. All right. That's where we at so far. This is sad. This is very, very sad. Let's keep going. All right. And this is where she goes into a previous abuse situation. She says, on February 13, 2022, Darius choked me and body slammed me onto the stairs in my home after becoming violently jealous and irrationally angry over a bikini picture. This was also caught on home surveillance video. Kiki, girl, you better have that surveillance video in that house, girl. Girl, you better have it. You better be catching all of this. The incident this past Sunday was not the first or even second time, Darius was physically abusive with me. It has happened multiple times throughout our relationship. Another time when it was caught on my home security camera was on February 13th, 2022. Okay. And this was like early in the morning, like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. The night before, Darius became enraged because I, quote unquote, shared a bikini photo of my workout results while we were attending a friend's party, except that I did not, quote unquote, share this photo with anyone but him. I simply showed it to him on my phone as I was proud of what I had accomplished. On the drive home, I was worried that we would get into an accident because of how angry he was. Darius spent the rest of the night yelling at me, not letting me sleep so he could keep yelling at me. Girl, been there, honey. I'm with you. I'm with you. In the bedroom, he slammed me on the floor and slapped my head from side to side. The next morning, he was standing at the bottom of the stairs near the front door, screaming at me as I was coming down the stairs. When I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed me around the neck and body slammed me onto those stairs. I can't take that. Mm. Whew. Again, she says, this was captured by my home security system, and the full video will be played for the court at the time of the hearing. True and correct copies of, and then this is the thing, y'all have to go back. Somebody had asked last night, like, why would her mama sit on a podcast with a person that has been physically abusive to her daughter? I can't necessarily answer that, but I'm also wondering how y'all in the house with this fool. And not so much as in the house, really, because if he comes over, he comes over. But it's really more so about him feeling comfortable enough that he can act that way with her when her family is there. Because I just feel like I'm sure their cars were outside. I'm sure he saw that it was more than, Kiki at the house or something. And then you just barge in there and you just go crazy and show your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like and then when I'm thinking about this February 13th incident, they probably was at the house then. I just refuse to believe that Darius' actions have always been not in front of her family. I feel like he has done some shit directly in front of them. And I know that's been very hard for them to manage with her. Because, at the end of the day, the heart wants what the heart wants, right? But I'm sure they have tried to be like, hey, yo, Kiki, no, ma'am, wrong road. And she could have also told them what she told us, mind your business. You feel me? So I mean, clearly the mama has tried to talk to somebody because she spoke to Saronis and said, your brother over there abusing my daughter. And that's the problem. And she probably went to him thinking that it would help because maybe her talking to her daughter could have possibly been that, Kiki just wasn't ready at that time to let go of the relationship. And I feel like that's something a lot of women do when they get in these abusive relationships. They think that they could change a person, or sometimes they put guilt on themselves thinking that they did something wrong as to why that person may have responded that way. So it could have been a multiple things. And I'm not blaming Kiki at all. I'm just speaking to, how victims are in this situation, where they continue to give grace and grace and grace and grace, and oftentimes with that, it leads to them not listening to family and friends that are on the outside. They're not trapped in that love. So they're on the outside looking in, and they're able to tell you the things that they are truly seeing. But when you're blinded by it, you just in it, So this is just, girl. It's a bit, it's not a bit, it's a lot of bit sad, but it definitely sends me back as I'm reading her story. It just reminds me of stuff that I went through too. So I definitely can relate to everything Kiki's talking about. Thank you so much, Marty, for the super chat. I wonder if they live close and he rushed over. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. I mean, he could have rushed over. They probably do live close, and he probably just rushed over there. But I just still feel like he know that girl didn't invite him over there. You know what I'm saying? Gonna rush over there, bust in her door. He probably lived across town. I understand, no telling, and just still rushed over there, child. Burning rubber, burning rubber on the road to get to this lady. And it's a mess. Who do you think you are? Which also leads me to believe that something had to have happened, and maybe not, right? Maybe nothing happened. But I am wondering if something happened leading up to the November 5th incident. Maybe it could have been just like an argument over the phone and that was it, or something, or disagreement. Because if she broke up with him in October, I can imagine what has really transpired between them up until November 5th. And November 5th was truly the last straw, because I refuse to believe nothing happened since October. especially when he literally picked you up and body slammed you on the stairs in February of 2022. And that's the only, and also I feel like multiple instances has happened, but she's really referencing the things that she knows she can prove, which is on camera, right? Whew. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so when I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed me around the neck and body slammed me back onto the stairs. Again, this was captured by my home security system, and the full video will be available for the court at the time of the hearing. She says that true and correct copies of screenshots from this video showing him grabbing me around the throat and body slamming me down onto the stairs are attached, okay, in the documents below. Let's keep going. She goes on to say the abuse during our relationship was not just physical, but emotional and manipulative. Darius would love bomb me, quote unquote, and make me feel like I was the most important woman in the world, only to get extremely distant and cold over a perceived insult to him. If we were at a party or event and I spoke with one person too long or looked at someone a certain way, he would storm off in a rage, telling me I was a slut and a whore. Girl, what the accused me of cheating on him and that I did not love him. Darius had a way of gaslighting me to make me feel like I was doing something wrong, even though I wasn't. Girl, mental stuff going on. Okay, Darius, I don't know what you got going on, baby. Was you told how amazing you were when you was a child and how cute and this and that you was, and then when you got older, it didn't hit the same for you or something? And because you're not being told the amazing things about yourself, you got to try and make somebody else feel how you feel and belittle them and stuff. Like, I don't like, girl, what? Darius, what you got going on, honey? What's going on? What's tea? What is happening? I can't. This is a weird. Oh, damn, Kiki. But again, I definitely overstayed mine way longer than you. So shout out to you, girl, for hopping out. Hopping out. You're gonna be tied to him much longer than I'm not tied to mine, but you will be tied to yours, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Um, let's keep going. See what else they have in these docs here. All right. She goes on to say Darius also physically destroyed things that were important to me to punish me. Oh, shit. Girl, these are all of the signs, y'all. Oh, these are all of the signs. It's so sad. This is everything. Like, girl, this is what they do. This is what they do. That's exactly what it is. For example, Darius not only read my private journals without my consent, he then destroyed them. Girl, oh, he about to piss me off. Not about to. He really already did. That's why I'm like, oh, Darius, I want to see you. Don't be scared. Come outside. Like you came outside to go to that girl house. Come outside, Darius. America just want to talk. We just want to have a conversation. Not you going through her personal things and then deciding to destroy them as well to try and hurt her. Baby, I can't take you. So, Ronas, you had to be talking about your brother. You had to be talking about this person that destroys everything. You have to be talking about him. She said, I have been keeping these journals since I was 12 years old. They were irreplaceable. BITCH. Oh, I wish you would have. I wish you would have had it in you at that moment to cut him the fuck loose. I wish you would have had it in you at that moment because this happened in 2022. I believe all of this was before she got pregnant. Oh, I wish you would have cut him out. Oh, I wish, girl. Oh, I can't take it. I can't. I can't. Girl, you should have called every person you knew to go jump on his ass because you just don't do that. Reading her personal things and then destroying it. Oh, hell no. Let's keep going. All right. She says, one evening on or around April 21st of 2022. Jesus, girl, that's just a few months from April. Darius and I were in Santa Barbara. We went out to a dinner at a ramen restaurant, and Darius became convinced that I was flirting with a girl at the restaurant. What? Was it the waitress? Like, I mean, does he not know who you are? How are you flirting with the girl? Like, I mean, you got a very vibrant personality. People see you very friendly. I think she's a very approachable person, in my opinion. I haven't met her yet. But I mean, do you not know who she is? Where is that coming from? So one evening on or around April 21st, 2022, Darius and I were in Santa Barbara. We went out to dinner at a ramen restaurant, and Darius became convinced that I was flirting with a girl at the restaurant. I denied it, tried to soothe him. That's how I go, and suggested we leave. But he became more and more angry on our way back to the hotel and demanded we leave to head back to Los Angeles. Girl, I hope he paid for that hotel. Cause I know like hell you didn't pay for it, and then he want to turn around and be upset and demand that y'all leave because he having a fucking hissy fit. No, ma'am. She says, we got back to the hotel and Darius still insisted on leaving, so I packed my bags. We had taken separate cars to Santa Barbara, so we were leaving separately. When I was getting into my car, Darius grabbed my prescription eyeglasses. Now I need y'all to understand. They are in Santa Barbara, okay? Getting ready to head back to Los Angeles. Now, I just have to do me a quick little Google thing here because I'm just trying to see Barbara to Los. I just need to get a rough estimate on how long that drive is. Angeles. Okay. Let's see. Grade is almost 2 hours. Depending on what part of Santa Barbara they were in, what part of Los Angeles, but it's roughly an hour and maybe 45 minutes, but I'm gonna round it up. It's probably like a good 2 hours, traffic and all of that. Probably even longer. But girl, I know you tripping. I know he done lost all his marbles. I know he has. Because this is what she goes on to say now. When I was getting into my car, Darius grabbed my prescription eyeglasses away from me, threw them on the ground, and stomped on them. And I'm pissed about this. I mean, he already got me fired the hell up. Now I'm really flaming for sure. Because I'm like, you want this girl to drive 2 hours out? And I'm sure she needs her eyeglasses. I don't know if she brought contacts or anything, but still. You done sat up there and stomped on her prescription eyeglasses because you are that insecure? Because she was talking to a girl? What? And how the hell is she supposed to see her way back? She says, he then opened my bag and threw all of my belongings onto the pavement in the rain and threw my car keys across the parking lot before he got into his own car and drove off. Key. I'm not coming down on you, girl. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Because but listen, I can't even say that. But God, I'm a motherfucker will give you multiple signs to get the hell on. They would give you multiple signs to get the hell on. But I do, and I want to believe after going through this situation and also being a mom, I do believe that she won't encounter nobody else like that. She's not going to allow herself to. At least that's just what I want to believe. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. Like, he did something in February, then turned around and did something, it seems, in between that time when she had mentioned that he read the diaries and ripped them up. Let me see what date that was that she said he read the diaries. Did it say? No, it didn't say. But she's reading instances that happened previously. So he body slammed you on the stairs. He done sat up here and took your diary, read it, all of that, destroyed it. You've been having that since you was 12 years old and you 30 now. And then turns around and he done took your glasses, broke your glasses, stumped on them hoes, and then took your keys and threw them across the park. And this was just in April. February, skip March, April. Huh? Kiki. No. It's okay. It's okay. What's done is done. It's done. It's done. But I just hate that, what we were seeing on social media was not what we were getting. The way Kiki used to, give all these positive messages and what and who not to tolerate and this and that. We just never know what people be battling behind the scenes, child. That is crazy. Okay. She goes on to say, I had to put my glasses back together as best I could so I could see to drive and pick up my now wet and dirty clothes and other belongings and rummaging in the bushes across the parking lot to find my car keys before I could leave. And I'm literally picturing Kiki doing exactly that. And it's sad to see. I'm literally viewing this girl trying to put this stuff back together. Hurry up and grab all her stuff before she's exposed. On top of the fact that everybody knows who the hell she is. Then got to go to the bushes. You love throwing some shit in the bushes, don't you, sir? You threw her phone in the bushes. You threw her keys in the bushes. And I can't wait till somebody fold your ass up and throw you in the bushes too. Since you like the bushes so much. But we see like why you like the bushes though. Because you was hiding behind them hoes in the beginning of their relationship. That's what it's giving. Okay, you was hiding behind them bitches, and then all of a sudden you just popped the hell out and started terrorizing her ass. But anywho, and let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. She says our relationship continued to be tumultuous even after our son was born. The ongoing abuse was witnessed by my friends and family, including but not limited to my mother, Sharon, my father, Larry, my sisters, L'Oreal and Laurencia, and my friends, okay, Lenoria and Chelsea. Darius and I attempted couples therapy, and for a time, things would get better, but then they would get bad again. So much of Darius' abuse towards me throughout our relationship was based on his insecurity and jealousy that I became extremely concerned when Darius started to express jealousy about the time I was spending with our son. Darius said very disturbing things to me that caused me to fear for our son's safety with him, including how he understood why male animals in the wild want to eat their children. And a man's love for his child is based on if he loves the woman. Weird. Oh, weirdo. Weird. Weirdo. Who says that? Who says that? Who says that? Darius had very disturbing things to me that caused me to fear for our son's safety with him, including how he understood why male animals in the wild want to eat their children. And the man's love for his child is based on if he loves the woman. Are you okay? You ain't no motherfucking animal in the wild. Are you dumb? How do you even equate some shit like that? So you would want to eat your child because you jealous of the time that the mama is giving to the child? I don't think them the same things. But the fact that you want to equate yourself to a man animal in the wild, yeah, cancel him. And then you want to talk about the love for the child. No, the love for a man's child is based on whether the man love the fucking child. It shouldn't have shit to do with the mama. Like, I mean, at this point, do you love the child or you don't? Like, what's yeah, I do blame Saronis. I blame your mama. You got another brother that's real quiet and silent. He don't say nothing. He don't be over there dealing with y'all. He ain't no actor in there from my understanding. But girl, I want to blame your parents, but they probably didn't even raise you like this. And then when you got to your adult age, you just start showing your ass. They probably couldn't handle you anyway. So I don't know, girl. Let me not put off on other folks what you did. It's all on you. With your raggedy ass. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going, Your Honor. All right. Let's see here. Given Darius uncontrolled violent outbursts in the past whenever he became jealous, I became seriously concerned he would hurt our son, even if it's just to hurt me. Darius has also gotten into the appalling habit of when he is angry at me saying disgusting things to our son. Darius will be holding our 8-month-old son and saying to him, "Your mama is a cunt, a liar. No one wants her." Oh. You would say this to a baby? What kind of? Oh my God, this man is a imbecile. That's a lot. She says, "I know Leo is still too young to understand these words, but the fact that Darius would spew such vile language at a baby is very concerning to me." I had to take a second. That right there, just you say that to your child about the mama. Let's keep going. On September 26, 2023, I was concerned for Leo's safety after Darius became very frustrated with him. When Leo was crying while Darius changed his diaper, Darius started getting rough with Leo physically, and I stepped in to make sure Darius would not hurt him. Darius was angry, and it almost became a tug of war with Leo. Darius finally let go, and Leo was not harmed. But as I was holding Leo, trying to comfort him and finish changing his diaper, Darius hit me in the head before storming out of the room. This is going to be a long battle. This is going to be a long battle for her, y'all. This is going to be a long battle. Because I see so many reasons. Obviously, she does too, as to why he shouldn't be around that baby. But to make her life miserable, he definitely gonna fight her to get a piece of custody, and then he's going to make her life a living hell. And as soon as she really does move on, it's gonna be even worse. Like, girl, this is just. He definitely trapped her though. Kiki knows she wasn't ready for no kid. I think he convinced her, and she was probably like, "Okay, cool. Maybe this will change this, change that, da 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 da." I mean, I know I want to have kids at some point in my life, so hey, maybe I am supposed to have one now. Like, crazy. She says, "I'm making this request for protective orders without providing notice to Darius. I am afraid for my safety and the safety of our child, given Darius' erratic, unpredictable, and abusive behavior, including entering my house without my knowledge or permission and physically accosting me. I am fearful of what retaliatory actions Darius may take." Darius may take against me, including harming or taking our son away if I give him notice of my request for protection. I am asking the court to order a DV restraining order, including custody orders, protecting me and our son, Leo, from further harm. Okay. And all of this was filed on yesterday. Okay. So that's pretty much everything that Kiki had to say in this message. I am just scrolling through it to see some of the evidence photos. I probably scroll through those real quickly for you guys. I just don't want anything to show her exposed, in all honesty. Okay, so they blocked it out over here too. Okay, great. So I am going to just kind of scroll quickly. A lot of these photos have already been released. They're already out there, and we'll just do a quick scroll through. You guys should be able to kind of make out what's being shown here. Okay. So this looks like the most recent incident where she was saying that he was sitting across from her. She put distance between them with the sofa. And then that's when he got up to approach her, getting closer to her, creating no distance between the both of them at some point. And she could see him standing directly in her face. And she's just asking him to just please go ahead and head out. But before he leaves, he decides to, it looks like, snatch her phone from her hand, as she says, throw her over the couch where she fell. Like, it's just, And all of this is taking place while her mom and sister are upstairs. Okay. This happens to be the incident from that February 13th that she mentioned, where he was waiting for her at the bottom of the stairs, and when she came down, he grabbed her and body slammed her onto the stairs. Like, what? And you literally see her feet up. Like, he literally body slammed this girl onto the stairs. Like, whew, I can't take it. Insane. Insane. That's it. Let me see, what is Dominique's name over on I follow Dominique on Instagram, Saronis Jackson, baby mama, but I forgot her IG name. I'm about to look it up though. Oh, it's Dominique Perry, but what is her? Oh, that's right, Dominique P. Let me see. I'm over here looking at her page. Okay. All right. Maybe she took that down. I saw somebody in the comments saying that she had posted like a popcorn, posted something, or somebody eating popcorn. Maybe one of the blogs caught it or something. And if she did post that and she just chewing popcorn and looking and seeing what they, oh wow, whoa, she did. She did. Let me put that up real quick, and so that you guys can see what she posted on her page. But obviously she took it down. So I feel like when I see that, she know that brother a fool, and Saronis know that brother a fool. But I do wonder what her dynamic was with Saronis, because she was never his girlfriend or anything. They just used to link up and smash. From the last I understand of their relationship, it was never a relationship. So I wonder what that dynamic was like for her being in that quote unquote situationship with him, where they would just link up and smash and all of that. And they have a beautiful daughter. I have to be honest. That little girl is super cute. But yeah, guys, we just got into all of the documents and everything. Did a quick recap of everything that's been going on, what has transpired between Keke and this guy. I just feel like them documents was just like really disturbing for real. I wasn't expecting it to like really be that detailed like that, because I didn't read it prior to hopping on here with y'all. I figured she was gonna mention more stuff, incidents, but the one with the son just really threw me. Like, not you got your child in your arms and then you over there telling him his mama's a cunt and she's a whore and she's this and nobody wants her. And it's sad because I just feel like that's so problematic, because of your hate for the mom, when you get and this is a person that's, to me, never going to realize what they've done wrong in this situation or never take accountability. So as the child gets older, I'm just concerned about what you're going to be teaching him about women and how she's probably going to have to combat whatever your teachings are. You know what I'm saying? I, that man was definitely, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He definitely did that to trap her though. Like, come on, that's Kiki Palmer in comparison to the last girl that he told to go ahead and get a abortion. Come on now. Think about it. Absolutely not. Oh Lord, that was so troubling. Then to compare yourself to a species of the wild when it comes to kids. Baby, you done, sweetie. You're done. You're done. And if I was your brother, he need to just shut the hell up. I hate to say it. Just be quiet, my love. Shut up. I am starting to think again, shout out to April, that he likely was talking about the brother. And the mama seeing that, she did come to the front to check his ass. Cause it's like, you ain't no saint either. Why you talking about, he's the most disgusting person and this and that. You right up there. You taught him what the hell he know. Why you over there talking? So you just need to moonwalk, baby. Moonwalk for you be tied the hell up too. Period. That's how I feel about it. But I just wanted to come to you guys and give y'all the rundown on what we found. Of course, I'll do this again. Should, there's another situation later on down the road, not necessarily with Kiki, but anyone, and we're able to get access to the records. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about it because y'all know how I be feeling sometimes about my court cases. I be liking to talk about stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be liking to kind of get into things and go over there to law and crime and watch the trials and all of that. It was a trial. Other day, what was that man name? What was that man name? Aldenson. What was his first name? Charlie Aldenson. That they believe clapped his sister's husband when they was going through that divorce or whatever in that custody dispute back in 2014. Where they done sentenced this man. I mean, they don't find that man guilty, ain't he? But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm not sure, Leah. I don't know if the brother and him are actually at odds. I'm not sure if they are at odds, but I'll say this. If they are, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they are, because this type of person is so reckless and careless that he will likely treat a lot of people any kind of way. Look at how he talked to his son. So I can imagine how he goes about treating his brother. So they'd probably definitely be over there butting heads and really getting into some things and all of that, you know? So it was nothing for him to go ahead and call that man out. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to come here real quick and give y'all a quick little update of some stuff. So that's all that I have at this time. Thank you guys so much for being here. As I always ask, is for you guys to support the channel. It definitely keeps me going. Subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all of the super chats and the super thanks on the videos. So thank you guys so much for that. And liking up the videos as well definitely helps and supports the channel as well. So thank you guys so much. Sending definitely well wishes and everything over to Kiki and her family. I hope this wasn't as heavy on y'all as it was on me, but if so, we'll get through. Okay. You guys have an amazing day. Today is Friday, so go out and enjoy it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.